Okay, so what we're going to do today is go over some basic tools and tips on how to get your staff involved and behind the launch of your app, because that's really sort of instrumental in getting things started and off to a good start, and also some tools on how they can help you with the process of onboarding new customers, checking people in, how we can use push notification to have you message staff directly on their devices, if need be, how you can use promo codes within it to create sort of a contest to see who can onboard the most customers, that sort of thing. Because the amount of engagement that you have with your staff and ultimately with your customers is really the most important thing, because this tool represents an opportunity for you to have a vehicle that allows you to connect directly, reward your best customers, promote the sales and incentives, pass along your information and ideas that'll help people get excited about the garden, and more importantly, help them have success in the garden as well. So I'm going to turn it over to Eddie, who's going to take us through the back end and show us how to do a few of the things we just talked about.
Great, thanks, Kurt. So the first thing Kurt mentioned was basically being able to have your staff easily onboard customers as they come into the store, and just letting them know that there's an app available. And there's multiple ways that you're going to be able to do that. So you're going to have in-store signage, and you're going to send out links. At the end of the day, person-to-person interactions trumps everything. So what we've done in the platform is we've included the ability for you to assign staff members as being app admins. And all that means is they have special access to functions within their own app on their own personal devices that they can use. And one of the first things we've added to that is the ability to basically have a QR code displayed directly on the screen, so that no matter where the customer is on site, they don't have to go walking around hunting for links or QR codes. The staff members can basically just onboard them directly from their phone wherever they are. So the way you can do that is within the back end access, which I'm going to switch over to now. If you click on manage, there's going to be a section where you can basically view all your users, and you'll have all your customers here in addition to staff members who have downloaded the app as well. So you can simply search for staff members here by entering their name and finding them. And then once you've found the staff member you'd like to have access to become an app admin, simply click on their name, and you'll have a little detailed view of the users. And then you'll see a little section here at the bottom called App Admin Access. And it's as simple as basically granting them access. So you just click on this, and now this user is going to be an app administrator. So now what the staff member can do on their phone is the next time they open it, or they can just refresh their screen, they're going to see a little admin functions area all the way at the very top. So whenever they open up the app, they'll immediately have access to it with their thumbs right away. And the functions that we have within there currently is simply check-in QR code. So it says check-in QR code, and when you tap on that, it's going to basically generate a code that you can now show to staff members and have them scan it using their own camera phone. And what'll happen is it'll take them directly to the App Store to download the your branded app. Now, the reason we have it called a check-in code is because, as you can see, this code refreshes every few seconds. It's about every 10 to 15 seconds it'll refresh. And the reason for that is because this QR code can also check your customer in as well. So think of the flow as customer comes in, they don't have the app, they'd like to get the app, you're going to let them know about that, you show them the QR code. And once they've downloaded the app and they're going to make a purchase, you can check them in using this exact same QR code. And the reason it rotates is because it changes every few seconds to make sure that it's fresh. So it's as much or as little as you'd like to use it for. If you just want to use it for onboarding, you could use it that way. If you also want to have staff members check customers in, you could also use that QR code in that mechanism as well. If staff members do use it to check customers in, you'll have a record of that in the back end. So when you go to your punch card and you start seeing all the check-ins accumulate here, you'll see that a customer checked in and they checked in using one of your staff members' phone devices to check in. So it's a great way for you to see, our staff members actually checking customers in as they kind of traverse around your storefront. So that's basically app admins.
So the really nice features of this is that a few of our garden center customers have sort of designated weekends in peak season where they're looking to onboard as many customers as possible. So with this tool and by designating a staff person as an admin, they can basically roam the crowd and say, whatever your incentive for signing up is, say it's $10 off of $50 or more. It's a simple value proposition. Hi, would you like to save $10 on your purchase today? Yeah, sure. How? You have a smartphone. We have a loyalty app. We'll just get you onboarded right here. And by the time you get to the register, your reward will be in place and you'll save $10 today. So it gets across really simply and succinctly what the value, why they should download the app in the first place. And then, of course, once they're on their app and scrolling through, they'll see the additional benefits of the information and the videos and the polling and what other sales or offers that you have going on that are either ongoing or time sensitive. And again, that's a really good strategy for onboarding people during your busy times. That also means that you can designate a staff member who's more comfortable with the app, who's maybe a little bit more tech savvy, so that staff at the register are not having to answer people's questions. And if somebody's struggling with the registration, somebody can be right there to walk them through. A lot of our customers, at independent garden centers are, 55 and older. And so, in that case, they might need a little bit more help. But by extension, people should understand that boomers love apps and they love rewards and incentives and they love gardening. So this is really connected very, very well with that audience. I'm trying to remember, Eddie, if there's anything else we wanted to cover as far as getting your staff on board. The only other thing I wanted to go over, and maybe you can show her this too, Eddie, is when you're having your staff on board, what you want to do ahead of time is set up a promo code. So let's go to the back end, Eddie, and show them how to create a promo code for staff. Because once we do that, when we onboard them, if they enter staff in the promo code, then that'll set us up as a segment. And then we can do push notification directly to that segment. So I think they might be interested in seeing how all that works.
Yep, absolutely. So you're probably familiar with promo codes as the ability to send out promotions to customers. They can enter in the promo code and they're going to be able to basically get a gift. So in this example, we already had one set up for Halloween, and it's promo code BOO23 gets you $5 off your next purchase of $20 or more. That's kind of the standard flow for a promo code. What you can also do is you can use this exact same mechanism to segment staff members into their own little group. Think of it as basically a reward, but not really getting anything. So the way that would work is you would just basically create a new promotion. We can call it, staff, and you can say you are now a member of our staff. So this is actually where you would technically put in the reward, but since it's not really a reward, you just want to verbally let them know textually that they are a staff member. You do have to put in an expiration. We can just have it expire in a few years. And the promo code, you could have it be something that you're not going to distribute publicly, but just to staff members. So you could say staff only, for example. So let's save that. And that should be live now. So there's your staff only promo code. And remember, this is not going to be distributed anywhere publicly. This is just something you're going to let your staff members know. Hey, if you want to join our staff messaging list, make sure you download the app and use promo code staff only to join. So let's see how that would work. So again, I am a staff of Kopke, so I'm going to go down and I'm going to enter in the promo code staff only. Hit apply, and it says you are now a member of our staff. So we're all good. So now what's going to happen is all your staff members are going to use that promo code, and you're going to start building up people who have used this promo code. So now what you can do is if there is any sort of time-sensitive messaging or informational knowledge you want to let your staff members know about quickly, easily, seamlessly, no emails, no going to everybody or sending out a physical piece of paper or anything like that, you can simply send out a push notification. So what we can do now is we can send out a push notification, and there'll be a target here where you can basically select that you just want to let the members who have used that staff only promo code, and you can preview that, send it out, and just those staff members will get those messaging. So it's a great way to basically segment out groups. Similarly, to add on to that, you can also use that for any promo code. So even customers, you can actually segment out push notifications that way as well, and that way you know for sure that they're only going to get those push notifications. So it's really as easy as that. Distribute that staff only promo code, and you're kind of off to the races in terms of messaging.
Okay. Well, if we have a few minutes more, the other wrinkle that you can do within this is basically empower your customers to onboard, customers either at the garden center or outside, and then create a contest to see how many people can onboard the most people in the first 30 days. And there might be a prize that you give out to people as a team building exercise and to recognize, their contribution to the whole process. So maybe Eddie, you can take us through that.
Yeah, sure. One more time, Kurt. You want me to go through what?
So what I want you to do is to set up a reward with or a deal with a promo code that a staff member can use, a promo code that's unique to them, so that when they onboard a customer and a customer redeems that reward, we can keep track and see where that customer onboarded from.
Yes, absolutely. So that would actually be very similar to us, the staff only promo code.
Mm-hmm.
So the great thing about promo codes is you can create as many of those as you'd like. So similar to the staff only, you can do that same situation. What are you thinking for an example, Kurt? Like maybe just $5 off or something like that?
Something like that.
Let's do set $5 off. So let's get $5 off your next purchase. And then what you can do now is basically, it takes a little bit of effort, but let's do Eddie 23. So this will be specific to staff member Eddie, and he will be the one to distribute this promo code. So now I can use my network however I see fit. So if I have a lot of loyal followers, whether it's social media, in person, or whatever, and just I want to get the word out, and say, hey, don't forget to use my promo code Eddie23 to get $5 off your next purchase. And again, as people use this, you'll be able to track which staff members are doing a good job of distributing that. So similarly, we can just do the same thing right here, Eddie23. There's my $5 off, but this is now tied to staff member Eddie. So if I refresh here, you can see here's here's, well, it's Eddie again, but you get the idea that, this customer claimed this using the promo code Eddie23. And that way you can kind of, almost make it a little bit of a game, which staff members are signing up or getting the word out the most for this month, this quarter, and so forth.
So along those lines, if you combine the two thoughts of making somebody an app admin and having them onboard customers with the Eddie23 promo code for Eddie the employee, then you've killed two birds with one stone. Well, actually,
Yeah.
three. You've gotten Eddie, on the app as an admin. He's actively onboarding customers. Customers are getting rewards for, downloading the app. And we have a way to track all of that information. So that's what we wanted to cover this morning as far as staff training and how to get your staff more engaged with the app, and as a team building exercise so that they're really engaged in the process and helping everyone grow the business. So if you have any questions, this is a good time to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the recording.